Okay, so today is July 22nd of 2022, and this is the daily outlook as well as the weekly outlook. I'm looking for a bullish move this week. We just left accumulation, and now I'm expecting price to continue to draw higher into manipulation, into expansion. So, anyways, let's take a look at the weekly. So, on the weekly, I'm expecting price to continue to draw higher. Last week, we had an institutional order for entry drill. We have an order block here as well as an order block here. So I do expect price to continue drawing higher. How high? I don't know how high we go, but I do expect price to continue drawing as high as it basically can, really. Let's put this up here. There's a lot of things that I got to get rid of. Okay, so again, we already met the weekly objective, so that kind of sucks. But I would expect price to continue drawing higher. Let's take a look at the daily. So in the daily, we did close above the previous body of the previous candle. Um, so I would like to see price continue to draw higher. Uh, I don't expect price to come back down to these lows. I'm just not, for some reason, I'm not expecting that. But if we do, then that would be pretty awesome. Oh, shit. Uh, I would like to see price return back into some sort of equilibrium, but I don't think for some reason I don't think we come back down here though. So yeah, I just don't think we do. So from now until whenever I see more concrete evidence, I will be looking for price to continue to draw higher, at least into 4-hour highs, maybe even yeah. Come on, man. Oh, uh, son of a biscuit. There we go. So yeah, if price is still very bullish, I wouldn't expect price to come back down here. So I'll be looking at a lower time frame, maybe market maker buy model. Because this right here, if price is going to continue to draw higher, this right here would be breakaway gap. So I wouldn't expect price to come back down. Maybe on NQ or maybe even on ES, but I don't expect price to come back down there. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Um, yeah, so on the 4-hour, I would like to see price. No, not here. As you can see here, we're closing below this. So I think this is sell side right here, and then we continue to draw higher after we take out sell side. We already took out this low here, and so that gives us SMT, sell side liquidity. As you can see, yesterday we took it out here, and here is that same inverse as well. We do have SMT. No, we don't have SMT at the highs. I would like for these highs to be buy side liquidity to start if price is going to draw higher today. Uh, there we go. But right now we kind of do have SMT between this low. Oh shit. Yeah, I do see SMT between this low and this low and this low and this low. What happens here at this breaker? I'm not sure yet, but I do believe that previous day low is sell side liquidity right now. So I would like to see this low get swept, and then we continue to draw higher right afterwards. Um, and if we draw into this area here, this is the only place or the only area where I would like to start looking for longs, unless I see something on the 60-minute. But again, that's a higher time frame. This is a higher time frame right now. Let's take a look at the 60-minute. Okay, so on the 60-minute, on the 240, as you can see here, we are holding below this this inverse here. Same thing here. We're holding below this inverse, but I do like this SMT here. Let's take a look at the 60-minute. All right, on the 60-minute, we do have this right here, this right here. So right now, in my opinion, on the lower time frame, this is drawing liquidity. Um, that's the 60-minute. So you look at the 15-minute. In the 15-minute, we do have this breaker here that's acting as support. So if price is going to continue to draw lower, I would like to see price attack this breaker here. We took out buy side here. We took out sell side here. Still nothing concrete. As you can see here on this 15-minute, we pretty much drew all the way through this right here, right? And now we are coming back down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance here. For some reason, I just really like that. Oh no. Okay. Here we go. All right, let me get along there. There we go. But if we sweep this low, then I would expect price to come down and sweep these highs here. I mean, sweep these lows here. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to take a chance there. Because that's a, yeah, never mind. I'm just going to get out of it. Yep, we're definitely going to take out those lows. So yeah, right now right here, these are the draws on liquidity. Yeah, I don't have a solid plan right now. We might be leaving relative equal lows here. But yeah, I don't think we come down. I mean, I think we come down here, and here's where the reversal happens. Where did the daily open? Okay, yeah. See, so I would like to see this low right here get swept, and then we draw higher, because then that would give us SMT, and I would like for this breaker, I mean this gap here, to remain open. I don't think we come all the way down here though. I don't know, for some reason I just don't trust that. Take a look at the 60-minute. Buy side, sell side. Yeah, higher time frame. I'm looking at the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, if we're looking for longs we want to see buy side get swept, and then we want to see sell side get swept, and for the reversal to occur somewhere around there. I don't think this is the whole dealing range. If anything, it's up to here. Oh, son of a biscuit. Right there. And as you can see, we have a perfect 61 area here. And we're about to sweep sell side. Come on. I would have liked to get in, I would have liked to have gotten in short here, but there's really no entry. Yeah, there really isn't. But again, I'm still bullish. So here is where I would like to jump in. Well, as long as I get a reversal pattern, that is. Um, yep, right here. Come on. Okay, so now we're at 61. I would like to continue to see price maybe draw a little lower. We're leaving a lot of little, what do you call that? We're leaving a lot of, what's the word? Room, not room. We're displacing. I want to see how this candle closes. We just swept plenty of liquidity here. We just drew into 50, or not 50. We just drew into um, shoot, what's the word? Into discount. And here we have relative equal highs. you into this weekly order block. Hmm. There's a small part of me that thinks maybe we might come down to sweep these lows, because these lows right here look very, what's the word? Very uniformed. But again, it all has to deal with how these candles decide to open and close. We have a tiny little. Yeah, I think I might jump in here, depending on how these candles open and close. Because it is the macro now. And I like how this candle open and closed, as you can see. Yeah, I like how it opened and closed. Because think about it, if price comes down here, sweeps these lows right here, and if we're still bullish, then we should come up here and close maybe up here somewhere. So that's what I'm looking for. So this candle, I would like to see an order block get formed. And if that happens, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in then. But it just can't keep coming down. If it does, then I got to get out. Or not get out. Well, I want to. Never mind. I guess this was the order block, maybe. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Mhm. Now I want to see how this candle handles it. Actually, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Oh, well, we have SMT here. There and right here. Yep, right there. Mm, the way that it looks like it's gonna close, it's very bearish. Yeah, because as you can see, after we swept this 4 hour pool of liquidity here, notice how this 4 hour is about to close here in about 30 seconds. A couple more. Okay. I think this is the real bull liquidity here. If we're still bullish, right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right. It's very bearish, but as you can see here, we respected this gap here. And if we are still extremely bearish and we are going towards these lows, then this is where I expect price to reverse. So right now, just watching. There is SMT at the lows though. Mm-hmm. You see right here we have SMT here now. Okay, I'm going to take a short there. It's only a small contract, so I'm risking about 30 points. Drawing liquidity are these lows down here, but price looks very bearish. So I would like to add some more up here. Maybe get price to come up here and test it one more time. Because as you can see down here, we have this right here. So yeah, we'll see. And I'm also using this 5 minute here as a as resistance. Yeah, like I said, I would like to add some more up here, but I need to see this, the body of this candle. We have about 30 seconds. I want to see this body close below this body right here. Hmm. The only thing though is right here on the 4 hour we have SMT. So I'm watching that very carefully. Ooh. I'm watching that right there. Okay, I added one more. But I'm ready to flip it if this ends up being the SMT that I think is what it is. 5. Huh. Yeah, it's not good to trust it. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Right there. I need to see price blow through this order block. We're leaving a tiny little breakaway gap right here, as you can see. And that is what's kind of giving me uh, I need to see price. All right. All right. You know what? I'm going to reverse it. I like this setup. Yep. Okay, so now my stop is down here. I am in a pretty nice position. I like it. Um, it needs to break through this high and then just continue to draw higher. My first objective will be right here. And if we don't, then at least I'm set. This will be my last trade. Small loss thus far, but I'm looking for a reversal here. For some reason, I was thinking it was down here, but as you can see here, we have weekly, 4 hour, um, and I think that's all I need at least on the higher time frame. Um, I have a weekly order block. I have a 4 hour um, breaker block. I have a daily gap and 4 hour or daily um, liquidity sweep. SMT on the 4 hour here. So yeah, I'm gonna trust it. I would not like to see price come back into these lows. We are 9 minutes away or 1 minute away from the macro ending. Yep, beautiful. Yeah. Then we have an old high here. or old low. This one's just the default old low, old low. So I need to see price come up to 50% at least. That's where I'll take my first target. Okay, I'm happy with that. And unfortunately, this is the one with the higher low. Low. Yeah, higher low. But I also like this one. SMT here, SMT here. Yeah, I'm confident in this trade. Let's see, look at the 5 minute. 5 minute, we have that. So now on the 5 minute, I don't want price. It can still come down here, but it would be better if it doesn't. Because I've seen this type of 4 hour SMT before. I would like to see on the 5 minute, at least on NQ, I would like to see that gap remain open. So that would be a what do you call that? It would be a breakaway gap. But thus far, we're not getting any continued expansion. And I don't like how ES is looking. Let's take a look at YM. YM has relative equal lows, so it might come down to sweep these lows here. 423, and what's this? 423. So yep, relative equal lows, and it has not swept this low. Actually, this is a low. All right. Well, thus far we are doing that. I need to see continuation. I need to see price continue to draw higher with no issues, or little to no issues. Ay, coño. And I need to see bodies. I need to see the bodies at least close higher or wider bodies. I don't want to see small bodies. We have 1 minute until the macro closes, or 1 minute until the 15-minute closes. And then we'll leave this right here. What's the 60-minute look like? Well, I'm not looking for this high. I'm looking for this high because whenever price takes liquidity, what does it do? It always comes back into equilibrium. So that's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for any home runs. I'm just looking for. Oh, okay, the 15-minute is about to open. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna plan to take my first one here, 23.50. There we go. All right, so I got my sell order there. My stop is now below right here, 125. The reason why I pick consequent encroachment of this gap is because 50% is always where you want to take profit off of your first. Well, no, first it was this low, but now it's this low because we all, not I, rule of thumb is to treat a wick as a as a gap, and if this is the low, then I don't expect price to come down here again. And of course, it looks like it might. My stop actually on the 1 minute at least. I'll just leave it on the 5 minute. Just gonna leave it there. What time is it? 17, 10, 17. I may still expect price to maybe come down here, but at this point right now, I would like to see price visit higher for the time being. Yeah, I'll look for that. And I do not like where it's headed now. I'll just leave the 15 there. We have 18 minutes. Yeah, if price is really bullish, it should not break this low. Otherwise, I'm gonna get out because the macro is almost over, and I'd like faster delivery. So I'm just gonna let it go if it decides to break that low. Come on. Okay, the 10-20 macro is about to start. 10, 11. We have some like tiny little SMT at those tiny little what's the word? Tiny little SMT here. Notice how we're respecting this right here. It could still come down here, but as long as it doesn't break this low right here, then I feel comfortable holding. Couple more seconds. If anything, I think I'm gonna add there. No. I wanted to add right here and use this as my stop. Uh, it happened so fast though. Yeah. No, I didn't get a chance to. Because now we have institutional airflow entry drill right here on the 5 minute. Right there. So now price needs to close above here. And if it does close above that, then I believe we might get a pretty hefty, what's the word? Pretty hefty move or continuation higher. Yeah. But at least my stop is set, right? My stop is now here, maybe a little bit low, maybe right here, but I know that if price fails to break above, then I gotta get out. It's really failing. It's really, what's the word? Having a hard time trying to get up there though. That's the only thing that I really don't like. If it breaks below this right here, then I'm out. I don't want to keep on holding much longer than I have to. As you can see, it respected consequent encroachment. All right, I just added. So now we have 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and I don't like that, but it needs to continue drawing higher now. If it doesn't, then I got to get out. Ooh, I'm not liking that. After this, it should just draw higher with no issues. Otherwise, I'm out. Okay. Again, I don't want it to come down here again. If it does, then I'm out. Okay, come on. I mean, I still like the opens and close of it, right? All right, so now my stop is set there at 161.21. I would not like for this one to even challenge these opens and closes anymore. Ooh, nope, not liking that. Couple more seconds. Okay. Any break below and I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Yep. Hmm. All right. No, that's not good. And we have a breakaway gap there. Yep. I'm glad I got out. This right here is definitely not convincing me. If anything, now that price closed below here, I would like to see price just give up, really. Looks like it's consolidating. We have a tiny little gap here. We have a change in the state of delivery. 15. And as you can see, this 5 minute, we're still. Ah, now it's drawing higher. What a pain in the ass. Well, we still did that. That sucks. But anyways, that's it for today. Done. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I'll come back later on to see if maybe we reverse or we maybe get some sort of continuation. But yeah, I'm pretty much